I'm Lindsay from Pinellas Animal Hospital. Today we're going to be going over a travel kit for your pet or an emergency kit for your pet. Now it's really one and the same, so you want to have one of these packed on hand in case you need to leave your home in a disaster quickly, or it's a good idea to have one in case you want to travel. So I'm going to be going over everything here in this kit. So the first most important thing you want to have for your kit is some kind of duffel bag or a big bag to store everything in. And you want to make sure it has handles so you can pick it up, grab, and go if you need to. The second most important thing you want to have, which a lot of people have this on their pet already, is some type of identification, usually a collar and tags. You want to make sure they have their rabies tag, and then you want to make sure they have some type of tag on there that's got their name, your phone number, your address, and you may want to put some type of emergency contact information on there as well, in case you can't be contacted. You also want to consider microchipping your pet. Microchipping is a permanent identification that's implanted under the skin so it won't get lost like a collar or a harness will. Now you want to make sure that you're updating that microchip information annually. If you haven't updated that microchip information yet this year, I would recommend you do so, because if that microchip information is not up to date, it would be very difficult for you and your pet to be reunited. Now the next thing that you want to have that's in this travel pack is your pet's health records. You want to make sure that this information has up-to-date vaccines as well as recent lab work and any medications your pet may be taking. Don't forget to bring your medications with if you're leaving with your pet. You want to make sure that it has their microchip number written down. And you also want to include a photo of you and your pet. In case your pet ever gets lost, you will have a photo with your pet's information and picture on it so we can identify your pet, as well as you in the photo so there's no question who owns the pet. Now, any clients of ours, we do have an application for your phone so you can download all your pet's recent information as far as vaccines and medication goes. This information you want to keep in a waterproof container. Something as easy as a Ziploc bag can be used to keep all this information together and dry. So the next thing that you want to bring is something that's got your vet's information on it. Now we have a folder here. Now this folder has got our phone number as well as our address on it. So in case you need to contact your vet, you need to get additional records, information, you have any questions, you have all this information here with you. Now the next thing you want to pack is a first aid kit for your pet. Now you can buy these over the counter, or you can talk to your vet about recommendations for putting one together. You want to make sure that you have bowls for your pet. You want to make sure you have a food bowl and a water bowl for each pet. And then you want to make sure that you've got 3 days minimum of food for each pet. So if your pets eat the same thing, that's great. You can bring 3 days of food for each pet. If they eat different foods, make sure that you bring the different foods that your pet eats. And if they eat canned food, make sure you bring a can opener so you can open that can for them. You also want to make sure that you bring water. We want to make sure that we bring at least 3 days worth of water for each pet. If you're more comfortable, you can bring a gallon of water for each pet. Now, you want to make sure that you have some type of leash, or if you're traveling with a kitty cat, you want to make sure that you've got a carrier for each pet. Now, if you're going to be going somewhere where you're going to be staying a while, like a hotel or an evacuation center, you want to make sure that your carrier is big enough to fit not only your kitty cat, but their food bowls, as well as a litter box and litter, which you will need to bring. You may also want to consider bringing a crate for your dog if they're more comfortable staying in a crate or a carrier at home. You can also bring beds, blankets, toys, stuff to make your pet feel more comfortable. And then you're going to want to bring cleaning supplies and newspaper just to keep your area clean as well as sanitized. And And then you want to bring just a trash bag so you can dispose of any waste or any trash. So I'm going to just set all this information out here so you can see what you need to pack a nice travel kit for your pet. And if you have any questions, you can give us a call at Pinellas Animal Hospital and we'd be glad to assist you.